Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It is your girl, Chrisnatha Derosier, coming back with another review of Iyanla Fix My Life. For those of you that are coming back, welcome back. And for those of you that are new, welcome. And I am a certified life coach, author, and speaker. And I am reviewing Iyanla Fix My Life. And we are reviewing season 8, episode 4. And the name of this episode is Taking Care of Business, Losing in Love. Taking Care of Business and Losing in Love. So this was a very jam-packed episode. This was a very heavy episode. They're all heavy, but this one was extremely complex. And it was just very complex, but it was very good. It was very good. I think a lot of people got a lot of more insight in terms of what Black women are going through, Black women who are single or Black women who are working and really doing their thing. And so I have some notes. And so if you see me look away, it's because I'm looking at my notes because there was just so much. And I'm going to cover most of the episode, but I really just wanted to share my thoughts, what I learned from watching, and what we could learn together. And so this episode truly shows like a raw, honest journey of what so many Black women go through that are really making it happen in the world, in their businesses, in their companies, in corporate America, but maybe not so successful in love. A lot of women are going through this. But it's time to change the narrative. It's definitely time to change the narrative. Not all women are going through this, but a lot of women are struggling in that area because there's a lot of focus in our business, our careers, and or there's also some things that we haven't unpacked from our past. All right, so that is pretty much an overview of what all of the women are dealing with. And so four ladies come together, and Iyanla first asks them, "Why are you here?" She always asks her guests at the beginning, "Why are you here?" So she asks them, "Why are you here?" And one of the ladies says that she's tired of being used. Another one says she wants to take accountability. That's something she wants to start doing. One of the other ladies says that she fails at relationships. She does not do relationships well. And so she actually stopped trying to be in them. And the last young lady said that she has never been in a healthy relationship in her whole life. And she is an adult woman. I believe she's in her 30s, and she has never, not once, been in a healthy relationship. So all of her interactions with men have been toxic. And so we first um, get to Shaniqua. And Shaniqua's parents moved to Georgia and became extremely successful in business. They were married. But once they became super successful, their relationship suffered. Their relationship took a hit, took a hit. And so their relationship fell apart, right? Their relationship took a very heavy hit. And this pattern has actually continued in her own life where she was unhappy in a relationship that she was in, but she stayed in it. She was being manipulated. She was doing things she didn't want to do. She knew deep down this wasn't her happy place. This wasn't where she wanted to be, but yet she stayed. And she was doing things that she didn't want to do. And she is a very strong woman in business, but she also was being taken advantage of in life, in love rather. And she knew that. That's something that she was aware of. So she said that she sacrificed herself because she wanted to feel needed. So Iyanla helped her see that she can be petty, combative, and needy. She's so used to being needed that if she's not needed, that's almost an uncomfortable place for her. And so she would overperform, right? It was like a performance based relationship. If I do all of these things, you will love me and you will love me more, right? I'll be more valuable to you because I do all these things, not because I'm doing it from my heart, but because I want you to be happy with me. I want to please you. I want you to validate me the same way I'm sure that she wanted her parents to, right? When she was younger. And so a lot of our behavior stems from childhood, stems from when we were younger. And so you'll realize in therapy and all of these things that They will often ask you about how you grew up, right? And you're probably thinking, how is this even connected? It is connected. It is connected. And there's a reason for those kind of questions. Now we meet Tracy. Tracy feels that she has to be strong for everyone. No, you don't. But that's how she feels. And a lot of women feel like this. So it's not just Tracy, but Tracy feels like she has to display strength all of the time. She can't be in pain. Even when she is in pain, she doesn't display it. She doesn't verbalize it. She's not aware enough to say, this is how I feel. She can't communicate that or doesn't know how to. So she expresses her pain and hurt in violence, literally physical violence. Um, and she did mention something. She said that she would see her mom fall apart a lot when she was younger in her life. So she would see her mom fall apart. Um, when her mom was going through things, and she never wanted to be like her. She never wanted to show that kind of weakness like her mom did. And so she decided to do the opposite. Was her version of showing strength was not showing emotion, but using physical violence, because that's her idea of what strength looks like. She also said that her grandma didn't teach her mom how to communicate and process. Therefore, her mom never taught her how to communicate and process. So as you guys start to see, it's generational. And I know we've been saying this in the reviews the last few videos. What you do not confront in one generation will show up in the next. What you do not confront in one generation will show up in the next. So you got to be really, really careful. And Iyanla had her flip her card and she saw that she was controlling, intimidating, and insecure. All right, so now we're meeting Crystal. She is the boss lady. Crystal was married 11 years. She met her spouse in college. They were both in the Kojic Church. They both grew up in the Kojic Church, Church of God in Christ. She ended up having ovarian cancer at one point in her past. And she said that once she had cancer, everything fell apart in her life. And when Crystal was crying in that scene, there was a lot of pain there. That pain, it came from a deep place. I could see it. And I really just wanted to hug her because she was still in pain in that moment. And so she was on a quest for perfection. But her quest for perfection has cost her a whole lot. Iyanla helped her see when she flipped over her card that she could be controlling, insecure, intimidating, and a bit of high maintenance when she's operating in a perfection place, right? And so we now meet Erin. Erin is the youngest one. She sees herself as a media mogul. She did mention that she had an ex-boyfriend that she was with for 2 years. She ended up moving in with him, and there was a control factor there because every time he got upset, he was able to put her out, kick her out of the apartment because she moved in with him. Then he would beg her to come back, kick her out again, beg her to come back. And this yo-yo kept happening, this back and forth. So she just felt very lost. She felt very alone, but she kept going back to that ex for a little while. She did mention that her and her mom do not have a great relationship right now, and they're not talking. And I could tell while she was mentioning her mother, she was choking up. So she was really hurt by that. Even though she tried to kind of display some strength, I could tell that she was really hurt. Iyanla asked all the women an amazing question. She asked them all, who are you? Who are you? Now, that seems like a very simple question to ask somebody. All the women hesitated to respond. It was almost as if it was hard to answer that question. And so I want to ask you, who are you? Not with all the titles, but really, who are you at your core? Do you even know who you are? Because it sounds like a simple question, but I'm telling you, the women really struggled. They could tell you who their alter ego was. They could tell you who they are in the business world, in their career. But when she asked, who are you? It was hard to answer. So who are you? Who are you? So I hope that you all can just do some self-reflection. I know that I need to even continue to do more reflection and to continue asking myself, who am I? In every scenario that I find myself in, to ask myself, who am I? When I'm making decisions, who am I? All right. When I'm considering who to entertain, who am I? When I'm thinking about who I want to date, who am I? Right? I have to consider who I am all of the time because that matters. And that's a question we should all be able to answer. So let's all do some self reflection and ask ourselves, who am I? Who am I? Now, Iyanla, she's always dropping gems. And she said, one of the things that she said that stood out to me during this part of the episode is she said, don't keep operating with a dim light. Don't keep operating with a dim light. Up your wattage. That is a bar. That is a bar. Okay. That was amazing. That was an awesome nugget. So she's telling us to turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 15 and 16, in the good book, it says to let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. Let your light shine. You don't have to dim your light. If you ever have to dim your light to accommodate somebody's ego, to fit in their box, to be in their world, you do not belong there. That space is too small for you. All right. So don't dim your light ever. You don't have to play small. There was a table scene where all the ladies were sitting at a table with Iyanla. Wow. The ladies started to reveal why they aren't in a relationship, why they aren't lucky in love, so to speak, why they are losing in love. And the ladies had some interesting things to say. One of them said they don't respect men. One says that her dad was never there. She always tried to be enough. She tried to do more for him to love her. She tried to look pretty for him. She got good grades. She did all of these things, accomplished all of these things, and it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for him to be interested in wanting to build their relationship. And we know when you go through those type of things, they translate later on when you get into a romantic relationship, because you are looking for your dad, right? You're looking for that same thing you were looking for as a little girl. I want approval. I want validation. And so I'm going to do what it takes for you to be happy with me, right? And so that can be dangerous. Also, one of the women had a revelation, an aha moment, that she believes that people that she has been with don't want her for who she is, but what she can do. So she's a doer too, right? Performance based, right? Um, One of the ladies, I think this is Tracy, but one of the ladies said the physical connection feels like love. So she has chemistry with someone that feels like love, not necessarily love itself. And when the young lady said that she doesn't respect men, Iyanla asked her, then why do you sleep with him? If you don't respect somebody, why do you sleep with them? And so this is just another chance for us to think about ourselves, right? And learn from this particular comment. A lot of us will get into relationships with, sleep with, have children with, buy homes with, intermingle money with people that we do not respect, people that we do not honor, people that we do not see a future with, or that we are not proud of being connected to. And my question is, why? Why be with somebody that you do not respect and you do not honor? I don't respect you to build a future with, but I respect you enough to sleep with me, right? That doesn't add up. And so we have to not only look at the man in that scenario, we have to look at the woman. Be with someone you respect, be with someone you honor, be with someone you love, be with someone that resembles your future, not your past or your preference or your patterns or your type. always, right? And so it's just these scenarios. Yes, we look at the people and we can think about, whoa, this is crazy. But I want us to begin to also look at ourselves in each scenario to be able to say, I can see some of me in this person. And it looks crazy on TV. I'm sure it looks crazy on me too, right? And so, where can I grow? Because we can all see ourselves in different aspects of all of these ladies. Being a woman myself, I definitely, there were aspects, not everything, but there were aspects where I could say, I felt like that before. I've encountered that before. Maybe that's an area I need to explore more. And so we need to also look within as well and see where can we grow. And what I took, there's so much more to the episode. It was so jam-packed. So I encourage you to go see the full episode, Taking Care of Business and Losing in Love. There's so many women that can relate to this. Taking care of business and losing in love. There is absolutely nothing wrong with winning in business, right? With getting your bag, with being successful in the marketplace. That's a positive. However, none of that stuff keeps you warm at night. And so, first, you want to win in love with yourself. And then, from a healed place, you can offer love to somebody else. Healthy love, not toxic love, not broken love, not traumatic love, but real, healthy, stable love. And so let's begin to unpack. I love that these conversations are happening on TV. Let's continue to have them with each other as women. Let's continue to grow. Let's continue to unpack our invisible baggage, take all the facades off and really be ourselves and start to do our work, and to also take accountability when our relationships are on breakdown to say, I had something to do with it. It's time to be honest with ourselves so we can love from a healed place. Guys, this episode was amazing. Go watch it. I absolutely love it. I may go watch it again. There's so much more that took place. And so I definitely want you to go ahead and just take a look at it, share it with a friend. So guys, I will be back with another review with the next episode. So once again, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, share, and comment on this review. I'm Chrisnatha Derosier, certified life coach, speaker, and author, and I will see you next time. And until then, be well.